Hello everyone, this is Navneeta. Now we are going to learn the topic from refraction of light at plane surfaces, that is derivation of Snell's law. Let us imagine that a girl has fallen out of boat and she is screaming for helping the water at point B. The girl is at point B. So the line marked through point X is a shoreline. Let us assume that we are at point A on the land of the shore. So in order to save the girl, we need to travel certain distance inland and certain distance in water. We know that we can run faster on land than we swim in water. So what do we do to save the girl? Which path enables us to save the girl in the shortest possible time? Do we go in a straight line? So first look at the paths on the land. So if we draw a perpendicular DE, you can see here, this is the D and this is the E. So when we draw a perpendicular DE between two paths at D. So this is the path. So here we are taking the perpendicular as the DE. So we see that the path on the land is shortened by the amount EC. When compared to E and C, the path is shortened this DE on the land. On the other hand, in the water, by drawing a corresponding perpendicular C and F, you can see here this is a C and this is a F. So when we drawn a perpendicular inside of the water, C and F, we find that we have to go the extra distance DF in water. You can see here the distance of DF is extra distance now in the water. So on the land, the distance of DE is shorter than E and C. So on land, we have to travel the extra distance EC. Inside of the water, we have to travel the extra distance DF. So in other words, we gain a time which is equal to going a distance EC on land. But we lost the time that is equal to go extra distance DF in water. Yes, if we choose in the distance DE, we have to travel extra distance in water, that is the DF. If we choose in the path C and F inside of the water, on the land we have to travel extra distance EC. So these times must be equal. Yes, when we travel from E to C, or otherwise if we travel in water D to F, both the times must be equal. So let the time taken by man to travel from E to C, here from E to C and D to F be delta T and V1 and V2 be the speeds of the running and swimming. Yes, here from figure we can write that EC equals to V1 delta T, DC equals to V2 delta T. So EC equals to V1 delta T. We can also write that EC equals to V1, DF equals to V2 delta T. So we can write V2. Speeds of running and swimming. So take this as the equation 1. So from figure we can write sin I equals to EC by DC, sin R equals to DF by DC. So angle of incidence and angle of refraction. So on the land and inside of the water. So sin I by sin R equals to, we can write EC by DC by DF by DC. So here DC will get cancelled. So the remaining is EC by DF. So take this as the equation 2. So from 1 and 2 we can write sin I by sin R equals to V1 by V2. So as we know that EC equals to V1 and DF equals to V2. So we can write sin I by sin R equals to V1 by V2. So thus the person who wants to save the girl should run in such a path to satisfy the above equation. So here sin I by sin R equals to V1 by V2. Since we know that V1 by V2 equals to N2 by N1. We learn this from the refractive index. Yes. So we can write N1 sin I equals to N2 sin R. This is the Snell's law.